I think it's a real shame that Jessica Martin will probably never have the opportunity to voice Samus ever again because of the stigma that Other M has, and just kind of the stigma that she now unfortunately, and in my opinion undeservedly has. And I know that, one, I know she's not going to come back as a voice actor because of that reason right there, but two, I highly doubt that Samus will ever have a voice actor like this ever again, where she actually converses with people and she has actual lines and things like that. Because from here on out, I think Samus is just going to be, generic, kind of wordless badass in a spacesuit number 342, right? Because we don't have enough just really stoic, tough, cool people in a spacesuit that can, like, shoot things, Which, again, I think is a shame. I don't think Samus is ever going to have a character after this because of the blowback that the character got here in Other M, which is fine. I guess for Other M's sake, that's cool. And again, I don't really want to get too much into the characterization right now, but I do want to start to inch towards it because we are getting to that moment where I do want to talk about it. But I expect in Metroid Prime 4, which will be the next 3D Metroid game, that perhaps they'll bring back Jennifer Hale to do, like, the grunts and the ouches and the things like that. Samus will probably not speak a full sentence. She won't really interact with anyone as far as speaking is concerned, and I think that's a real shame, guys, because I do think there is potential for Samus as a character, and potential for Samus to, like, have a voice and actually just be beyond kind of just, like, this female Master Chief. And yeah, she really isn't that. I never thought she was that, but, I mean, it just seems so similar. I just feel like we have so many of these characters that are just stoic, badass, tough, shoot gun in my spacesuit kind of things that I just wish Samus was more of that. And I do kind of resent Other M because it really tried to be more than that, and it failed on a lot of levels, and I'm worried that just kind of ruined the possibility in and of itself. Man, just disappointing right here. Alright, so what I think we want to do, as it looks like these guys are actually in test tubes. Yeah, can't really hurt them. I think we're going to have to shine Spark across right here, so let's go ahead and try to get a running start. And we'll go ahead and make that epic jump right here. And also, kudos to Other M. I feel like this is something that Other M does legitimately well. The shine sparking feels really cool. Like, sometimes you'll get, like, a little zoom in and, like, a little cutscene-esque kind of thing right before you do it. Like, maybe we'll see right here. Come on, go, 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 go. Charge up and go! Boom! Yeah, right into one of these guys. Fantastic right there. And this makes the shine sparking feel really cool, man. I think it was an extension of how it did feel in Super Metroid when you pulled off a really difficult one too. This one looks far more aggressive than the other ones so far. Jeez. And also in Zero Mission too. Like, I should also give Zero Mission, kudos for really getting the speed booster and the shine sparking right too, even though it was, of course, not in the original Metroid and things like that. Okay, now can I go in? Nope. Oh, boy. Yeah, this one feels a bit more acrobatic than the others did. Take him down. There we go. Nice. Okay. Oh, God, another one. Jeez. Okay. Of course. Okay. I'm glad it wasn't two in a cramped space like this, but come on. Okay, get really close. Can we take this out easy? Yes, we can. Yeah. I do really like that there is an easy solution for those more difficult to take down normal bad guys right there. If you can just kind of be skillful, stay close to them, not take too much damage, and then go in for the badass finishing kill right there. Yeah, but okay. I know that there's going to be something in one of these events right here. I forget which one it is, though. Let's go ahead and do that one. I think it's the second one here, actually. Nope. Okay, is there a third one? Okay, there is. This has got to be it. That's going to be it. Yeah, I can see it down there. That's going to be missile number... No, it's not. It's an energy part. Okay, I forget how many energy parts we actually have. But I'm assuming, I think that's number 2 or 3. So hopefully not too many of those to get. Too many more of those to get before we get another full energy tank and things like that. But, yeah, man. I don't know. Should I start talking about Samus's character right here? No, there are a couple of other very key cutscenes that I want to talk about. There's particularly one that is still kind of further ahead, but I think you guys, I gave my thesis about Other M at the very beginning so people would know what my bottom line was, because I did not want to disguise it for too long. I wanted people to know the bottom line of my thoughts, and what I thought right off the bat, really. Yeah, there's not enough space right here to pull off those missiles. Okay, can I please kill you right there? Okay, I think you're dead. Now we'll take down the nest right there. But my thesis on Samus's character, I think there are good aspects to it. I think sometimes people criticize the wrong aspects of her character, but I can see how, with Western sensibilities, it could be seen as offensive or bad. Okay, for myself, speaking for myself, do not think that it's inherently bad or terrible. I can see the negatives that a Western audience would kind of derive from it. But the more heart of the issue is what I already said. It annoys me that the first time they tried to give Samus a real character, that it backfired, and now we're probably just going to go back to her, I don't know, just doing really nothing for the most part. But okay, enough of that right there. That's the thesis. We'll get to the specifics later, but we're in a wide open blizzard-like area, and it has been a while since we have walked a dinosaur right here. Yep. Haven't seen one of these guys since the biosphere, I don't think. So, interesting that these guys can also survive in this hyper cold temperature. Stay away. Please do not get too close. These things are kind of terrifying whenever they charge you. Okay. So, like I said, back in the biosphere, these enemies are one of the few that are actually kind of position-based, that you really have to kind of dance around it and be in the right position in order to effectively harm it right here. I'm starting to think that it is kind of more annoying whenever the very clear vulnerability spot is on the bottom right there, because the legs and the head, excuse me, and the tail have such a potential to guard it from missiles right there, and these projectiles, not to mention that right there. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get it to... It's at a good angle right now. Yeah, it's going to go ahead and turn over like that. So when it goes that way, you have to get some kind of altitude right here. And just like we were in the biosphere, we do have one place right up here where we can actually get some altitude. Let's go ahead and pump this thing full. And if you do have the altitude, it is a lot easier to kind of hit the top right here. Besides the neck can still be something that really obstructs your missiles from finding their target right there. But we'll just continue to snipe here from afar. I thought really, and you know, this is one of the criticisms I do have of the monster design right here. It would have been nice if this thing had been like all frosted up and things like that, but like it had actually adapted to this type of environment, because we saw those with like the Greemers / Zoomers and the little clingy things on the walls whose name I do not know or remember. But for this one, it seems to be just kind of the exact same thing, which is weird, because it's kind of like a wooden dinosaur, and you would just think that a more plant-based dinosaur would not really be able to survive in really harsh, cold temperatures like this. But come on, is that going to do it? Yes, it is. Nice. Whew. And going to very conveniently create a little platform right there for us to climb up on in this ice area. And I gotta say, I kind of like this area too. If we look out here, what is that? I mean, I don't think that's like a story thing or anything like that, but that's just one of those things where I just kind of like to stare. And I'm just like, what is that? It's kind of a really nice visual. It's like a pulsar, like a star or something like that in this really snowy, blizzardy environment right here. Again, I don't really get the arguments that the graphical presentation of Other Rim is bad, and this is kind of another example that I have for it, but I'm going to remember to refill my missiles this time, jeez, after having to unload them so much on that thing. Whoa.
Maurice.
I wonder where it could be this time. Well, rest in peace, Maurice, right there. You guys remember how I said that this game kind of brings back the more alien-like elements of the series? That it had kind of been lacking in the Prime series because the Prime series kind of did its own thing for the most part? Yeah, the slow picking off of a lot of these Marines is kind of the next thing as far as the similarities to Alien is concerned. Of course, with Lyle meeting his end back at the Biosphere, and now Maurice meeting his end right here. And I know there's something in this rock. Here we go, I can get it from this angle. Another normal missile, and it'll be, the oh-so-important Excel charge. Yeah, be sure you get that. Yeah, again, those things are kind of well hidden, although that one right there, not too well hidden, because if you defeated that dinosaur monster right there, of course it would reveal the location of that on the map, and, well, if you've been playing Metroid for a while, you should know that, oh, hey, like, maybe I should use a freaking bomb or a missile or something on it like that. Material storehouse. Well, we did see that human female right there, which... Actually, is that another first for the Metroid series? Again, Gondrena was like the first, not including Samus, of course, like the first character that was kind of a humanoid female in this series, I believe, but looks like we've seen another one. There she is. Well, I don't know if this is a good time to slow down, Samus, but I guess maybe if you don't want to scare her.
I know why you're here!
No, you don't understand. I'm here to rescue you.
You're lying! I know the Galactic Federation wants to silence everyone who knows about our work here. How can I trust you when your troops are willing to kill each other? Stay away from me.
Listen to me. We're here to rescue you. Hurry, this way! Wait. Get out of here!
Alright, we have another boss right here, this mechanical monstrosity. This thing can be kind of difficult if you don't know what to do, because this thing, oh my god, this thing can dish out the damage, which I guess kind of makes sense because it's like a giant mechanical bulldozer kind of thing, really. But what you have to do is that you have to focus on one part right here, you have to freeze it, and then it's kind of like the strategy that we used for one of the first major bosses in this game, being that purple bug-like thingy whenever we first walked into the main sector. So you have to freeze one of the arms, and then you have to use a missile in order to blow it off right here. And so you gotta kind of have to target it, but this thing is like so big that it can be kind of difficult to focus in on one target at a time, especially when it is rushing you like this. And again, if it hits you right there, like the damage is actually pretty major. Oh, get out of the way. Oh. I remember having a bit of trouble with this boss the first time that I played it. Come on, Samus, fire it. There we go. Alright, go directly into first-person mode and blow it. Oh, god. It can actually dodge missiles. Okay. That's one arm right there, and there we go. Okay, yeah. That'll be the main way that we take care of this boss right here. But the reason that I wanted to shut up during that, again, kind of a Resident Evil kind of slow walk through was, I hope you guys kind of picked up on the atmosphere of that moment right there with the creepy music and what the strange girl had to say and things like that. Again, another example of, I think, Metroid Other Rim doing a good job of kind of capturing a really convincing, foreboding, dare I say, creepy atmosphere from time to time. Especially, you know, for the critics that say that Other Rim just kind of completely betrays the atmospheric elements of Metroid right here. I don't think Other Rim does that at all. It may do it in different ways, maybe ways that we aren't so familiar with and that are new and different, and things like that, but for the most part, I think Other Rim still does a pretty good job on that front. But okay, this thing right here, I don't know why this practical, why this practical piece of work equipment would have those types of buzzsaws right at the front right there, but yeah, it does. Oh god, get out of the way. Okay, I would like to aim at one of these legs right here, yeah, so I think we can actually climb on top of this thing now. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Let's go ahead and get up there. And get it!
The woman believed that the Galactic Federation was sent to the bottle ship to keep those in the know from leaking information about the project. And no wonder. She'd been attacked by someone wearing a Galactic Federation power suit, and she implied that Maurice was killed by another soldier. Considering the mortal danger we'd survived together, I had to agree with her. There was a traitor among us.
Samus. The wavelength of that monster's cry is driving the other creatures into a frenzy. They've grown markedly more aggressive. It appears to be hiding in Sector 3 now. Take the elevator ahead of you to the main sector. From there, head to Sector 3. If you run into that thing, Hit it with your plasma beam. You've got to take it down.
Alright, well, it looks like the mission to find some kind of survivors in Sector 2 was ultimately successful, although I don't know where that girl could have gone. It's not like you can really maneuver around here as a normal person, but... oh well.
With those creatures, crafted into killers, running free, the bottle ship had been turned into a nightmare replica of Zebus. And then here came Adam and the others. At this rate, the plan the Federation wanted to keep so secret would be revealed. So they sent in an assassin. Someone to wipe out any survivors, as well as anyone who learned about the secret project. KG, James, Anthony, and Adam. Could one of them really be a traitor? Until I found out who it was, I decided to call the traitor the Deleter. On top of everything, I started to think about that woman. Was she the one who sent the distress signal? And could she be the person in charge here, Madeline Bergman? Either way, I knew I had to protect her. She would be targeted again. And she wasn't the only one in danger. I, too, would be considered a threat here.
Man, what an interesting thing to have in a Metroid game that we have never had before. Kind of more of like a murder mystery type of thing, which I think does fit in well with the pseudo-alien atmosphere that they had been establishing up to this point, as we have another death right there, thrown into the lava after being frozen. Yikes. And this is something that the game, and I'll just go ahead and tell you guys this is something that the game never explicitly points out to you or explains to you. It's kind of up to you to figure out this whole thing about the Deleter yourself, and it's kind of easy to do it once you just kind of think about it for a second. Really, it's not all too complicated, but I do love this aspect in a Metroid game that it's like, yeah, someone here is slowly killing all the other Federation-aligned Marines. And who is it? Because they'll be after that girl we just saw, and they'll also be after Samus as well. So a nice little mechanic right there to increase the tension even more, really, I think. Actually, what I want to do, I actually think I want to have... let's go ahead and take these guys out first. I do want to get a speed booster shot lined up before we do anything else in this room, I think. Oh boy, really close for that missile strike, jeez. Okay, let's go ahead and take down the rest of these guys. And yeah, I've also seen criticism for the whole like, Deleter side plot, and I think it's because it never has, like, a pure resolution. But I do think its purpose was less to kind of be a more constant thread throughout the plot, because ultimately, I mean, it does serve a purpose in the plot, but it's not the main thing in the plot. But I think it was more to build tension in this very moment right here, actually, so, yeah. And I think it does a fine job at that again, there's like some guy slowly eliminating everyone in here and stuff like that. And it does kind of tie into the story of the game as well, that the Galactic Federation is doing something here that they're not supposed to be doing, and they don't want anyone to figure it out. So, oh god, these guys actually respawn. Well, that kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and Shine Spark up here, and I'll be able to nab... there we go, another missile tank. And I hate that I have to take these guys out again. Can I just get another running start, perhaps? Okay, no, this one's just gonna freaking tackle me and then go into that. I was gonna say like Volt Tackle, that doesn't work. Only Pikachus can use Volt Tackle. Okay, luckily these guys are not too tough at this point. Just continue to hammer them. And there's only two. What happened to the other one? I think maybe the speed boosters took the other one out. As, like in Super N and Zero Mission, I'm pretty sure that's like an insta-kill. But I think we also want to use the speed booster right here. We're also gonna go straight up using the Shine Spark again. There we go. And jump! Nice, nice, nice. And this should take us up to the rafters ahead right here, as we're going to have Yep, a bit of an annoying maneuvering section right here. I just love these segments in the Morph Ball only. They're fantastic. I'm looking at you too, Prime.